Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Alex Morash, and let's queer up the USA View. Christian legal group accused of misusing research to defend conversion therapy before the Supreme Court. A conservative Christian legal organization is facing accusations of deception as it prepares to defend so-called conversion therapy before the U.S. Supreme Court. The Alliance Defending Freedom, ADF, a group long known for challenging abortion rights and LGBTQ plus protections, will argue in Chiles v. Salazar that state bans on conversion therapy for minors should be struck down. But the researchers Lisa Diamond and Clifford Rosky, whose work the group cites, say ADF distorted their findings. Clifford Rosky, co-author of the 2016 study Misused by ADF, said, quote, "It's deceptive. Lawyers owe a duty of candor to the court. You cannot offer false evidence, and if you do so accidentally and find out, you have to correct that. They claim our work supports conversion therapy when our work clearly and specifically condemns conversion therapy on the same page they've cited," end quote. ADF quoted passages noting that, quote, "Sexual orientation changes for many people," end quote, but omitted the key point that such change, quote, "occurs outside the context of conversion therapy," end quote. The study actually concludes that conversion therapy is, quote, "not only ineffective, but psychologically damaging," end quote. Conversion therapy has been condemned by every major medical association and labeled a, quote, "serious threat to health" by the World Health Organization. Researchers Lisa Diamond and Rosky have filed a brief with the court to correct what they call, quote, "profound misrepresentations," end quote, Diamond said. Diamond stated, "That's what's diabolical about ADF, using me. They know they are misrepresenting my views. This case could do some real harm to the very individuals we've spent our lives trying to protect," end quote. Well, before we get into ADF, I want to make sure that when we're talking about research, these are two lawyers that did a piece in a law journal. So they're not specialists in that, and I think this is an important lesson for lawyers to remind them, no, you're not experts in everything. Maybe you should allow mental health professionals to be writing about queer identity in that way. As for the Alliance Defending Freedom, we always have to remember that this is a hate group designated by the Southern Poverty Law Center as such, specifically because their past president has claimed in books that gay men in colleges are going to sexually assault children and pedophilia, and that is a big woo-woo on the hate crime, hate designation. They also have in the past defended criminalizing queer people. They're not a good group.